Eye level is important when we are looking at any image or still life or landscape. In this picture, the eye level is at the top of the jug. So we're looking up at anything above the eye level. We're looking down at anything below. So we see the curve here because we're looking down at that part of the cylinder. We also see the tops of the cups, the tops of the cooler, and so on. In this image now, the eye level is lower. It's at the bottom of the water jug. So now we see a curve up here, and we see a bit of a curve here on the top of the cups. We can no longer see the top of the refrigerator or the tissues, but below we can see the top of the coffee table. So again, anything above the eye level we're looking up at, anything below we're looking down. Sometimes the eye level is very low below the picture and you feel like you're looking up at everything. Sometimes the eye level is very high and we feel like we're looking down at everything. In an image like this, if you can find two linear elements that you know are parallel in space, for example, let's take this row of dotted lines in the street and this curb. If we can follow those to where they cross, you know that that is the eye level, and also somewhere out beyond these buildings, the horizon. The eye level and the horizon are one and the same. A former student, Andrew Alexander, did this amazing drawing using our iPad software. And I'm going to see if I can turn on the tool that he used is called the Drawing Guide. And if you look closely, you can see these the lines. I'm going to turn on the edit mode. So he was able to establish a horizon using this software. And I think he set the vanishing point about right here. So the blue line, let's see, get out of that mode. This blue line represents the eye level, and I believe he used just 1 point perspective. And so you can see all of these lines, the windows, everything above the eye level is going down as the scene moves away from us, and everything below the eye level is coming up as the scene moves away from us. All right, so we're going to be talking about eye level. Like I mentioned, if you stand at the beach and you look out at the horizon, our eyes and that horizon form an invisible plane. Anything below the horizon, you'll be looking down at. Anything above the horizon, you'll be looking up at. So this is our horizon in our picture. Obviously, like in the studio here, we can't really see the horizon, but it's out there behind those walls somewhere. So for our exercise, we're going to make a building, and we put in a horizon line, which is equal to the eye level. That represents an eye, okay? And we put two vanishing points in. One would be the width and one would be the depth. But since I'm going to put the building right in the middle, these are interchangeable. If I put the building over here, this would definitely be the depth. if I put the building here, this would definitely be the depth. But since I'm going to put it in the middle, they're relatively interchangeable. So I'm going to start with the corner of the building closest to me, and I'm just going to draw a line, and then I'm going to draw a guideline to that vanishing point, and another guideline to this vanishing point. Oops, that's a little wobbly. All right. Then you can randomly decide where you want the other two corners of your building to be. Since this is 2-point perspective, we are distorting the width and the depth, but not the height. The height are all going to stay parallel. Then to complete the roof of our building, we go from this corner to this vanishing point, and from this corner to this vanishing point, and we can see the roof. And that makes sense because it's below our eye level. We're looking down at it, all right? Now I'm going to put on a second floor. And if I build a second floor that just happened to come right to our eye level, like that, now when I put these guidelines in, they stay right on the eye level. So when I come back to put these corners in, just like the water jug, the top of the building now looks flat. And then when I put on the third layer, third level, we come down to the vanishing points, and we can no longer see the roof because it's now above our eye level. So we feel like we're looking down at this part, straight at this part, and up at this part. And if we were to put in windows, they would all align with those vanishing points. All right, any questions? Okay, that's it.